Right, so that's the 2 road loops done, but if you fancy something a bit more adventurous, it's time for some gravel inland round the back of Sheringham. A beautiful area called Beeston Regis Heath. Really looking forward to exploring that. Right, so I'm not going to give directions all the way around because that just gets complicated and then you get upset if I miss a bit. But if you swing out of town, past the pitch and putt, following brown signs for the Amazona Zoo, because there is a Amazon themed zoo on the outskirts of Cromer, then you're going the right way. There you go, there's a brown sign up there. That's what you want to be following. And now it's time to peel off the road, over the railway, and onto the gravel sections proper. The little single track out of town. Oh, that looks lovely and inviting. So you come down to the end of Mill Lane and then up under the 2 big viaducts to the railway, and then turn off just a bit further up here. I have to say, I wasn't expecting it. I've looked at it on Google Earth and that, but I wasn't expecting it to be this pretty up the back here. It continues to surprise with how lovely. It's a lovely little bit of village, this. Really broad village green. Clear area there. Anyway, I'm rattling on, it's lovely. Yeah. It's lovely. That's a lovely manor house up there. That's a proper piece of property, that is. Oh, that clean bar and everything. That's beautiful. Lovely. Just gently climbing up through the meadows towards the heath. Unexpected, this, for Norfolk, but it's actually one of the highest points. Certainly in this area is this hill behind Cromer, round to Sheringham. Into the GPS. You turn just up here, around the back of the caravan site. There we go. It's a proper network of little trails, is this though. So keep an eye on your GPS or your map. But yeah, don't worry too much. It's all good riding as far as I can tell. You're just going to be exploring the heath. You know, you've got the sea on one corner. The navigation's fairly easy if you get massively lost. It's a lovely, relaxing way to gain height. Smooth fire road through the trees. And obviously, while Cromer's beaches make it great for holiday making, they obviously make it great for invasions as well. So, especially after the invasion of Norway, you get a lot of defensive pieces like those pillboxes. And if you overlay the World War II defensive map over this area, you can barely see anything else. It completely carpets the entire coastline and about a good few miles in as well, with mortar, gun, machine gun emplacements, anti-tank obstacles. Absolutely seething with them. The church there is very unusual because you can see it's got a round tower, which obviously is why I've ridden back up here, not because I overshot this gravel junction. Honest. We're coming through Felbrigg Hall. Beautiful Tudor stately home. Beautiful estate as well. It's on National Cycle Route 33. So you're actually going against the grain of the traffic here though, so be careful when there's visitors about, but wow. What a place. That's amazing. So yeah, pop in here for your tea and cakes if you're feeling posh. Well, isn't this a beautiful way to spend a summer's evening? scooting along the estate road, Felbrigg Hall. Deer playing in the woods, bird song, dappled sunlight, all the English stately home cliches. Beautiful. Well, this has just been the most beautiful bit of rural gravel riding, farm track riding, whatever you want to call it. I've had deer running through the fields on one side, hares galloping along across in front, all sorts of little furry things I can't quantify, scuttling around, woods full of bluebells off the other side. It's amazing out here. Beautiful. I've said beautiful far too much. But after it's blindsided me is Norfolk. It's an absolutely lovely place to push the pedals around. And then you've got a right bit of techie single track weaving around the edge of the quarry here. Little bit of a treat. You've got some mountain biking in your veins. If you're staying in Cromer with your family, this will make a lovely little family mountain bike route. Super day out on the bikes. For anyone who can roll through a wood okay, because there's nothing too taxing yet, and obviously it's beautifully traffic free as long as you don't count deer as traffic and rabbits and foxes and all sorts, because there's plenty of them in here. And then if we roll along here, we come up to the viewpoint right on top of the heath. Oh wow. Oh, that is indeed a view. Who thought you'd get this high and this gorgeous up in Norfolk? There you go. Sheringham down there and Cromer's off towards there. Here you go. Sheringham's over there and then Cromer's off towards there. That gap there was where I nearly said beautiful, but didn't, because I've already said it enough. Hang on a minute. This isn't. It couldn't be. It is. It's a sort of technical descent in Norfolk. Off-road. I was not expecting that. Neither was a deer, by the look of things. Ah, wow, there's a bonus. Maybe be careful, I just said it was a family friendly route, maybe be a little careful you youngins down there, but probably like a bit of a challenge. And then we're back on the road. Up here, onto a bit of contouring trail all the way back to Cromer via the golf course. We've got a single track roll down most of the way to Cromer, I think, with a lovely sea view as well over the back of Sheringham there, but don't get too distracted by that because obviously it's quiet on an evening now, but it might be quite a busy trail. And you know, there's enough to it, enough soft patches and twists and turns to make you want to keep your wits about you anyway. But it's a lovely bonus little contouring trail this. Below Burton Regis Heath, which is the National Trust land up to the left there. Need to be careful of golf ball related injuries here, but it's a beautiful little bonus view out to sea as you cut across the golf course here. And then steady, drop down for more single track, eh? Yeah, so I may have overestimated how much it's downhill all the way, but it's certainly a nice bit of weaving single track trail. Might get a bit overgrown in summer though. But hey, it is a gravel route. It's meant to be adventurous and off-road. We're retracing our route back into Cromer. So there's a little bit of out and back to it, but it just keeps you on the quieter, nicer routes. So you don't want to be dropping down to the main road on the coast, do you now? Oh, so you're still getting that little bonus ribbon of single track into the back of Cromer that we had at the start. And here we are, back down to the seafront at Cromer. So that's the gravel route done. That's the last of the 3, and I have to say it's been a fantastic set of routes to explore. Never ridden around here, never even been here before, but what a surprisingly diverse and interesting landscape from in terms of the geography, the wildlife, the environment, the history. So much going on here, and a really friendly vibe from everyone I've met as well. So can't recommend coming here enough. So massive thanks to Cycling UK for commissioning this Experience Hub project, and thanks to Norfolk and the local councils who've helped with planning on this. Massive thanks to Giro Cycling UK for sponsoring the channel. Thanks to my Patreon supporters for supporting the channel on a monthly basis. And yeah, make sure you obviously I'll be writing this up as as text and photographs for the website and for a series of Experience Hub guides. Make sure you look at the ones for Wroxham and Hoveton, which I filmed the other day. I mean, only 10 miles away, but a completely different riding environment. So different. You know, you're down in the Broads there, the flatlands, whereas this is very much a different coastal vibe up here. So make sure you check out all the content on that. I'll put links in the description below. But for now, I've been Guy Kesteven on Guy Kest TV in a beautiful Norfolk seaside town of Cromer.